Hey, this is Madi Benning. I'm back again, the author of Unleash Your Renewed Mind, which is a study guide for a 7-day study guide, which can also be used over a 7-week period, depending on your schedule, because I know sometimes we are busy. This book, Unleash Your Renewed Mind, is a study guide to the book As a Man Thinketh, which is included in the study guide, which is awesome, so you don't have to buy 2 separate books. And Unleash Your Renewed Mind is available on Amazon.com, so you can get that. This video, I'm going to focus on day 4. I have created a series of videos to go day by day with you on Unleashing Your Renewed Mind, to go over the study guide and just kind of expound on some of the things that I've spoken of in the book, and to keep you accountable and encourage you, to motivate you to continue and to be steadfast and not give up. So today, if you haven't watched day 1, 2, or 3, because this is day 4, I want you to stop this video and go to day 1 and start from day 1. Don't jump in the middle, because each video is compounded. They each build upon the other. So I don't want you to miss out on anything. So definitely go back and watch the previous videos and do your day 1 assess and address. So today we're going to do day 4 of your assess and address. The title is The Effect of Thought on Health and Body, and Thought and Purpose. So it's very good subjects. I'm really enjoying this. I hope you guys are enjoying this, and I hope you're seeing change. I have the butterflies behind me, the squirrels are running past me, and then of course I have the traffic in the background. So I hope you can hear me. Hope that doesn't throw you off too much. I just wanted to do the videos outside in my gazebo, so that I like being outside and working outside. It's awesome. Alright, so let's get started. Day 4, assess and address. You've already did your daily reading. You've already filled in the blanks with the questions, and now we're answering the assess and address questions. The first one: are you experiencing any physical ailments in your body, or have you in the past? What was it, or what is it? I had gallstones in my gallbladder. That didn't feel good. What thoughts is the next question. What thoughts are you believing that have led to your physical state? Unknowingly, I knew I was harboring anger. I was an angry person because I did a lot of wrong. I had made a lot of mistakes, and I was angry at myself for this being where I was in life. I blamed other people for where I was in life. I was very unhappy, and I was angry at myself and everybody else because I didn't like my situation, I didn't like my life, and I didn't like myself. I thought I should be further, thought I should be better along. Whatever the case, I was not happy. I was harboring anger. And so it says here, what thoughts are you believing that led to your physical state? I had no idea until a woman prayed for me in a church service. They were asking people, if anyone had anything wrong with their body, and I was suffering with gallstones. I was in pain, major pain. It was worse than being in labor. And so I wanted, I raised my hand for healing, and a lady came over and she prayed for me, and she actually told me that the reason I had gallstones is because I was holding unforgiveness. Whoa, which causes anger. And I was like, wow. And at first I didn't think I was harboring unforgiveness because I forgave a lot of people from my past. And she told me, there was still unforgiveness in your heart for certain people in your life or your past or whatever, and you need to release them, forgive them, and God will, bring healing, and healing will manifest in your life. And so, I asked God for forgiveness, and I forgave them. And so, I didn't realize that actually caused the state that I was in. Really crazy. If you are currently experiencing illness in your body, which is the next question, what is the condition of your mind? Are you angry, sad, anxious, or fearful? And like I told you my story, I was angry and I was fearful because anger is fear-based. So what is your current, mindset? What is that you're dwelling on? It says back in the book on page 30, it says, disease and health, like circumstances, are rooted in thought. Sickly thoughts will express themselves through a sickly body. Wow. Thoughts of fear have been known to kill a man as speedily as a bullet. and they are continually killing thousands of people just as surely, though less rapidly. The people who live in fear of disease are people who get it. Anxiety quickly demoralizes the whole body. When you worry, you are demoralizing your own body. The Bible says, what is worrying adding to your life? It's not adding anything to your life. As a matter of fact, it's deteriorating your life. When you worry about things, worry about people, situations, worry does not add. It says, anxiety quickly demoralizes the whole body and lays it open to the entrance of disease. My God. While impure thoughts, even not physically indulge, even though you didn't physically indulge in your immoral thoughts, they will soon shatter your nervous system. What? This is crazy. But it's been proven by physicians that disease and ill health start in the mind, your thoughts. Strong, pure, and happy thoughts build up the body. And Jesus told the disciples and the Pharisees, he said it's not, one of the commandments was to not commit adultery. And even they said, well, we don't commit adultery. They said, but even if you think of it in your thoughts, if you have thoughts of having adulterous relationship with someone, you've already sinned. You've already committed the act. What? We got to really be mindful of what we're thinking, because our thoughts manifest, they crystallize, they turn into action, and that gives birth to sin, and sin gives birth to what? Death. Okay. The next question is, it's not what goes into the body that defiles it, but what comes out of it. When a man makes his thoughts pure, he no longer desires impure food. Have you dieted before to no avail? Do you believe a diet must have the mind engaged? If so, what thoughts have you entertained that cause you to make unhealthy choices? Change of diet will not help a man who will not change his thoughts. When a man makes his thoughts pure, he no longer desires impure food. Wow, that's good. Clean thoughts make clean habits. Change of diet will not help a man who will not change his thoughts. Okay, men will continue to have impure and poisoned blood so long as they propagate unclean thoughts. Wow. Out of a clean heart comes a clean life and a clean body. Out of a defiled mind proceed a defiled life and a corrupt body. Thought is the fount of action, life, and manifestation. Make the fountain pure, and all will be pure. So if your thoughts are pure, what comes out of the pure fountain will be pure. You're either salt water or you're fresh water. You can't be both. So you need to renew your mind when it comes to your dieting. And that's so true. Because, for example, a person who is addicted to drugs, when they get delivered and they begin to renew their mind, they no longer desire the drug because they're pure now, and pure does not desire impure. It repels the defiled. It's not what goes into the mouth that defiles the body. It's what comes out of the mouth. What are you speaking? You're defiling your own self. And so when you renew your mind and think, okay, I'm going to eat healthier, I'm going to choose healthier foods and so forth, you get to a point where you don't even want to have that greasy food. Seems unrealistic, but it's true. When you begin to renew your mind, begin to think differently. How do you think healthy people live? They've adjusted their mindset to only desire certain foods. So you have to continuously keep your mind engaged in what you're doing, because you can diet and exercise all you want to, but if you keep eating all that mess, it's to avail nothing. It was worth nothing. It was in vain. All right, so let's go to the next one. Thoughts of malice, envy, and disappointment rob the body of its health and grace. Thoughts of joy, goodwill, and serenity bring about a strong body and a bright, happy, and serene countenance. What things can you think of that bring you joy? Meditate on those things. Write down all the things that bring you joy. And you need to think about this, because it needs to outweigh the things that bring you unhappiness. So write down all the things that you could think of that bring you joy. I don't care if you fill up a whole notebook, write it down. This will cause you to be grateful and think about all and change your whole countenance. And it says here that thoughts of joy, goodwill, and serenity bring about a strong body, a bright and happy and serene countenance. People will be wondering, what happened to you? You changed. Something about you is different. Yes, because you are meditating on things that bring you joy, not on ugly situations and circumstances. You're not thinking about the negative. You're thinking about positive. Next question. What are you focusing on? Do your thoughts have a home, or are they aimlessly drifting? If your thoughts have no purpose, no vision, they will run wild. Let's give your thoughts a purpose. What one thing would you like to change about your current situation? What is one thing that you would like to change about your current situation? Give your thoughts a home. Give your thoughts purpose. Give your thoughts something to shoot for, to aim for. Without a vision, the people perish. They cast off restraint, and so will your thoughts. An idle mind is the devil's playground. If your thoughts are idle, wishy-washy, going back and forth, without no purpose, the enemy will grab hold of those thoughts, trust me, and he'll use it for his kingdom and his glory. Next question. Your purpose should be the focal point of your thoughts. It keeps them from wandering, and this keeps you single-minded and effective, focused. What is your purpose at this point of life? To be a minister to thousands, a well-known lawyer, superior athlete, prolific teacher, wealthy business person, successful author. Focus all your efforts and thoughts toward that. If you are unsure, seek it prayerfully and move out in faith once you believe. And it keeps you single-minded. A double-minded man is unstable in all their ways. You're wishy-washy, going back and forth. So, the next question is very key as well. If you are yet uncertain about your purpose, focus your thoughts on the task at hand, whether it is your current job, housekeeping, volunteering, etc., whatever it is. If you're not sure about your purpose, focus on the thing that you're doing right now. What are you doing? Are you a volunteer at your church? Then do it to your best of your ability. Concentrate positively on that thing. By doing this, you will make your positive thoughts stronger, and any negative thoughts will become weaker. What can you focus your thoughts on now in order to be productive? This will keep you productive. What you're doing is not insignificant. If you're a stay-at-home mom and you're taking care of your children, do it to your best of your ability. If you have, make it goalful. Make your home have a vision. What is the vision of your home? Make that your focal point. I heard a story on a CD series that I was listening to, audiobook that I was listening to, and the mother says, she's a stay-at-home mom, and she says, I have no joy in cleaning the house and being a stay-at-home mom. And he says, well, what is it that you want to do? She said, well, I always wanted to take my kids on a vacation to some country. I can't remember. I think it was Japan or something. Some country. Well, my country is Japan. So he says, well, why don't you work on that? Why don't you focus on that? So what the mom did was she began to research, Japanese culture. She began to create dishes of Japanese foods. She got books on Japan. She started buying, Japanese artifacts or books on Japan, or even learning the language of the Japanese people. And so every day the kids would come home and they would be excited to learn something new about this country or the vacation. They all had one purpose in mind. And before you know it, she began to have joy on doing her everyday chores and keeping the house clean and cooking. She found joy in it because now she had a purpose. She had vision. And so, find purpose in what you're doing right now if you don't know the purpose for your life. While you're praying about your purpose, you're focusing all your thoughts on what you're doing now to your best of your ability. All right, so next question. In your purposeful journey, you will fail at times, but only until weakness has been overcome. This develops character, which is the true measure of success. This will become your new platform in favor of forthcoming authority and success. What characteristics must be developed in your life to produce the results you desire? This develops character, which is a true measure of success. Your success can only go as far as your character will take you. The reason why a lot of people fail in life is because they went beyond their character. They didn't develop their character enough to sustain them in their successful state. which is why a lot of people are falling from high platforms, and it's so sad. But you have to make sure that you develop yourself. Money does not make you a success. It actually amplifies who you are. So if you're an ugly person before the money came, when the money comes, you're just going to be worse. So if you're a good person, when the money comes, it will amplify the good that you are. You'll do good with the money. It's not the money that is evil. It's the love of money that is evil. When you love money above everything else, that's when it becomes evil, because you'll do anything to get it. There's no hold bar. There's no restraint for you. So what are some characters that can be developed? Here in 2 Peter 1:5, the scripture talks about being diligent to acquire God's divine promises. How? By giving every effort to exercise your faith in developing virtue, which is excellence. And while you're doing that, develop knowledge, which is intelligence. While you're practicing that, develop self-control. While you're working on that, develop steadfastness, patience, and endurance. While you're doing that, exercise steadfastness. While you're exercising steadfastness, develop godliness. Then develop brotherly affection, and while practicing that, develop love. 2 Peter 1:5, that is so good. Give every effort to exercising your faith and developing all these characteristics. So you need to write down all those characteristics to produce the results you desire. Next question. Make sure you pause the video so you can go and answer the questions and then come back. I'm not going anywhere. I'm right here. All right, next question. Are you willing to endure failures and allow them to develop you until they become a platform for success? Why or why not? No one likes to fail in life. But are you willing to endure failures? Because they help you grow. It's not staying in your failure, it's moving forward to your success. And the last question. Do you see yourself growing in this season of your life? Have you grown in character since last year? Are you facing this, or are you facing the same challenges? Have you learned from your past mistakes? You have to learn. If you don't learn, you're going to face it again. And even if you learn, you will face it again just to help you grow. So if you don't see yourself growing in this season of life, it's time to grow. It's time to assess, self-assess, and start developing these characters to help you to grow. And I'm going to end with this quote by James Allen. Dreams are the seedlings of realities. Your dreams are the seeds of reality. What you dream, you will one day see. So with that being said, that was day 4 of the Assess and Address. So I look forward to the next video, day 5. God bless you and continue to persevere in unleashing your renewed mind. This is Marysol. Talk to you next video. Bye-bye. God bless.